You know that feeling when you land on a sales page and you just feel this pull to buy something? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on how those pages work. We're deconstructing the entire sales pitch for a skincare product called Hydrossential, piece by piece.
And yep, it almost always starts right here, with a huge, bold promise. This headline isn't just selling a product, it's selling a simple solution to a really complex and, let's be honest, an emotional problem. It's direct, it's appealing, and it's designed to hook you right in by promising an easy win.
Okay, so they've got your attention. Now what? Well, job number one is to earn your trust. And the best way to do that? It's not with a bunch of data or charts. It's with a story. Let's see how they build it.
Right away, the whole thing is framed as a personal journey. By putting a person front and center instead of some faceless corporation, the pitch just feels more human, you know? It's a classic way to get you to lower your guard, to make you feel like you're just listening to a friend.
And check this out. Emma Smith, 38 years old. That feels normal, relatable. But then, bam! I've been working as a biochemist. That immediately gives her authority, credibility. It's this powerful 1-2 punch. She's just like you, but she's also an expert you should probably listen to.
All right, so you're starting to trust Emma. The stage is set. Now it's time to introduce the magic bullet, the secret solution that our trusted expert has supposedly discovered.
And you gotta pay attention to the words here. Words like perfected, powerful, and amazing. They're not just describing something, they're selling you on an idea. They want you to feel like this isn't just another skincare product, but a major breakthrough, a secret that you're now in on. And here is a brilliant little trick, the appeal to nature. They list all these things we recognize, like aloe and jojoba oil, and it immediately taps into that part of our brain that wants things to be pure, safe, and wholesome. It feels less like a chemical concoction and more like a gift from the earth.
Now, to really build on that feeling of safety, they just layer on all these claims about quality. Made in the USA, FDA-approved facility, GMP certified. These are all phrases designed to just soothe any worries you might have. It creates this very strong impression of legitimacy and safety.
So you trust the creator, you believe in the formula, and now we get to the most important part of the whole page, making the sale. This is where the psychology really kicks into high gear.
First, they set the anchor, $69. That number is planted in your head to establish the product's value. It's the baseline before they start showing you the real deals.
And here come those deals. See what they did? The question is no longer, should I buy it? It's which package is the best value? And that 6-bottle option at $49 a bottle suddenly makes that original $69 price look pretty expensive. The whole setup is designed to get you to buy in bulk. Then, to make the decision even easier, they start removing all the little things that might make you hesitate. Free shipping means no surprise cost, and no hidden subscription fees is huge. It gets rid of that fear of getting trapped in a monthly payment. It's all about making it incredibly easy to say yes.
Oh, and here it is, the classic scarcity play. We're going to run out of stock soon. This creates this powerful sense of urgency. It's designed to trigger your fear of missing out and push you to act now, before you have too much time to think about it.
And finally, the finishing move. They take away all the risk. An ironclad money-back guarantee makes the whole thing feel completely safe. In your mind, there is absolutely nothing to lose. It's a no-brainer.
But hold on, our analysis isn't quite done. After that whole compelling pitch, there's always one last place to look, usually tucked away at the very, very bottom of the page, the fine print. Let's dig in.
This is the question you should always ask. The big, bold text tells a story, but the tiny text way down at the bottom, that's where the legally required stuff lives.
Okay, now this is fascinating. The marketing copy proudly says, made in our FDA-approved facility, which sounds official, right? But the disclaimer clarifies that the statements about the product have not been evaluated by the FDA. So the building meets the standards, but the product itself hasn't been officially reviewed. That's a huge distinction. You will find this on pretty much any supplement out there. It's standard legal language. They have to say this to separate it from being a medical drug. So even if the pitch implies it can solve all your problems, this little sentence legally says, hey, this is not medicine.
And honestly, this might be the wildest part of the fine print. After that entire, incredibly persuasive narrative, the page itself tells you to go do your own research and check other sources. It's this incredible little bit of legal CYA right there at the end.
So let's just recap the playbook we've uncovered. It's a powerful and really common formula. You start with a relatable expert, present a secret solution, create an irresistible offer with pricing tiers and urgency, remove all the risk with a guarantee, and then you stick the crucial legal details in the fine print.
And that really leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? When a story is this well crafted, how do you separate the pitch from the actual product? The good news is, now that you know this formula, you'll be able to see the mechanics behind the magic. The real challenge is deciding for yourself where that persuasive story ends and the product itself begins.